Hey everybody, welcome to Flavor Forge. It's Ryan here again. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a whole pork loin. With the holiday coming up here shortly, pork loin's always a good choice. It's a cheap cut, feeds a lot of people. So before I get into everything, I want to show you all my setup for it. So here, just picked up an 8-pound pork loin from Costco. You'll see a couple different seasonings and rubs out because I actually cut mine in half when I do them in two different ways. So I've got my mustard to go with my spicy brown sugar half. Then I got my olive oil because I'm going to do my zesty garlic and herb on the other half. And then you might have seen it over here in the corner. I got my mop sauce that I'm going to have going. I use my own blend for my mop sauce, but I make sure to throw in a fresh onion. You can't see underneath it, but there's bell pepper in there. I squeeze out a lemon, then put the lemon halves in there so that flavor can all really come together. On a cut like a pork loin that's really lean, mopping it every half hour to hour can really help put some flavor and juice back into it. We're going to get started and we'll see y'all here shortly. Alright guys, as y'all can see, I went ahead and did one of the halves. I know y'all don't want to sit here and watch me be changing gloves and washing my hands over and over again. So to save time, I went ahead and hit my first half with the olive oil and then hit it with my garlic and herb rub. Now I left this one over here unattended so you guys can watch me do it. Like always, I'm going to hit it with just a little bit of mustard. Mustard is one of my favorite go-tos when it comes for actually doing barbecue. Because remember again, you don't get that taste, but it really helps serve as a binder to keep all that seasoning on. So we just get a nice light coat of yellow mustard all the way around it. And then today we're going to be coming back, like I showed earlier, with my spicy brown sugar. I probably need to get myself a smaller shaker for this one at some point, but I've been using it so much it just kind of seems silly. Get a nice first coat on there. Guys, I like using these disposable pans as well because I can kind of just sling my seasoning all over the place and then roll the meat in there around it. Helps make sure I get my sides covered, my end pieces covered. Essentially, I get 100% coverage on all my meat this way. Alright everybody, now that we're all good and rubbed up, we're going to take them outside and put them on the smoker. Alright everybody, we're back outside here at the smoker. As you can see, we've got our garlic and herb in here in the back probed up. We've got our spicy brown sugar up here probed up. We got our mop sauce going. I got the smoker running at 225 with a hickory blend today. So we're going to head on inside and see how it goes. Alright, both our pork loins have hit about 110 to 113 degrees on internal temperature, so we're going to go ahead and start applying our first round of mop on here. Now, the one in the back, my garlic one, I'm actually not going to be mopping. I've got it over less of the direct heat, so it's not taking as much of a beating as the one up front is. So as you can start to see, our onions have started to get a little softer and cooked down in there. So we're going to give it a quick stir. Let all that goodness get in the mop. And then all you're doing is just letting it drip right off on there. All we're doing. You don't want to take any of that seasoning off. You're just adding a little extra moisture and flavor that's going to go down into the meat. And that's all we do. We'll be back in another 45 minutes to an hour to see if we need to do another round. Alright, so our pork loins have both tempted around 140 at this point. So we're going to come through, give our mop sauce another good swirl over here. And just let it soak into the meat. Now on this one, I'm actually going to go ahead and give my Other one back here, just a little brush as well. Now remember, I'm not doing this one every time through, just enough to hydrate it a little bit. Alright. Now we're going to let this run, probably till it hits about a good 160. I'll give it one more mop, put it in some foil, throw it back in the smoker. Catch you on a little bit. Alright, so both our pork loins have hit 160 at this point. Over here on this side, I've got my garlic and herb. Over here, I've got my spicy brown sugar. Now, what I'm going to do for one last time is I brought my mop pan in here with me. I'm going to give them just one last mopping of this sauce. Again, like I said, we're literally just dabbing the mop on there to let the moisture run out from the mop into the meat. Now, we're not going to be eating for another 2.5, 3 hours, so I'm going to take these, now that they've got a little more of that mop sauce on there, wrap them up in foil. I've got my smoker dropped all the way down to 180 just to hold them. We're going to throw them in there, let them go until it's time to eat. See y'all when it's slicing time. So, we've pulled our final rested products out. On this side, we've got our garlic and herb. As you can see, I actually took some of the onions and peppers from my mop sauce and put it on top when I wrapped it to smoke it. Over here, we've got our spicy brown sugar barbecue. So let's take a slice and see how they came out. Nice, tender, juicy. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I know you can see it. Alright, let's try a bite. I know y'all can't see it. That was good. Alright, steal one more bite. Super moist, packed full of flavor, fantastic as always. Guys, if you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and follow us for everything else going forward. Hope to see you guys again soon.